Reference to few mathematical elements. The number pi and phi, and their mathematical connection. Although mathematics is not a subject of this synthesis of cosmic elements that I am doing, I would like to present here a basic number in cosmic structuring, which is the number pi. And it is because it represents the structural union between the simple parameter of length and the spherical structure toward which all cosmic constructions tend, such as the grouping of matter into spheres, particles, nuclei, planets, suns, galaxies, etc. Furthermore, and according to my calculations, if I am not mistaken, the number pi is essential for some parameters such as the energy density in the cosmos, measured in mass, 3.14 grams per cubic centimeter. Well, in my opinion, and if mathematics has the scope and power that it is given in our time, there must be a direct function of the diameter of the circumference, or sphere, that accurately gives us the value of pi. And since power and root functions are used to construct Cartesian curves, this function of the diameter, 2, must be obtained through power and root functions of 2, as shown in the drawing. Thus, pi will be obtained through a power and root function of 2, pi equals f(2). On the other hand, and as we see in the drawing, the mathematical logic of inscribing geometric figures would tell us that if we inscribe a sphere, with a diameter of 2, within a cube with a side of 2, then there will be direct functions of this number 2 in relation to both the volume of the cube and the volume of the sphere, as well as the number pi, which measures the volume of this sphere. And of course, what we need to do here is find the relationship between power and root functions that connect or transform the straight lines, or sides of the cube, with the curved lines, pi, used to construct the circumference. Therefore, current adjustments to pi, using series and algorithms of different values, logically will not be correct but simple approximations, since the numerical values applied to try to obtain pi do not exist in the circumference and its diameter, for example, the Wallace, Sulan, Euler, Leibniz series, etc., since it would be a miracle if the exact number pi could be obtained with values that do not comprise the circumference. Structural logic for calculus and adjustment of the geometric figures. All parameters of geometric figures are obtained in functions of the other component parameters, but not by means of series unrelated to these parameters. The number phi. Another important, surprising, and basic number in mathematics is the number phi, which, being as basic in geometry as phi, should also have a direct function with that number, and it does, of course. We show this direct function in the drawing, and we also conclude or confirm that powers and roots are essential for obtaining the number pi, in this case the simplest of all, the power and roots of 17 in relation to the diameter of 2, of the circumference, as shown in the study and foundations of squaring pi. That is, the powers and roots of the 17th number pi connect and unite both numbers in direct formulas, pi and phi. Comparison between squaring pi and current transcendental pi. As seen in this drawing, quadrant pi has and is obtained through significant and consistent adjustments to the circumference parameters, diameter, and other properties, for example, being a direct function of the number phi, that make it a special pi number with a high probability of being the correct pi number. In contrast, the currently applied pi number is a product of infinite series and transcendental methods, without consistent adjustments to the circumference parameters, and therefore with little possibility of being the correct pi number. Friends, thanks you for your attention.